If there's a way to buy a house right now with lower interest rates, will you make your move? If you own a house, and you want to sell it, you own it free and clear and you want to sell it, or you want to get a monthly payment without the hassle of being a landlord, will you consider doing that right now? I'm talking about buying a house with owner financing. Buying a house with owner financing. The pros and cons of buying a house with owner financing. Let's talk about that in a minute. Hey there, this is KG. I'm a realtor with Fairfax Realty in Greenbelt, where we help buyers to buy their dream home and sellers to sell their houses in the Maryland, DC, and Virginia region. So, if you're a home buyer in this DMV, as we call it, or home seller in the DMV, as we call it, contact us below. We'll take care of you. And if you are also a real estate investor, we help investors as well invest in real estate in the DMV area or any part of the union. We can help you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get updates once we upload a new video. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you. Do drop me a comment, share the channel, ask me a question, and let's grow this channel together. All right, so we're talking about buying a house using owner financing. So in this video, I will be discussing how to buy a house with owner financing and the pros and cons of buying with owner financing. So like I said, owner financing is completely and utterly different from lease with option to buy. So owner financing is a financing arrangement where the seller of a property provides financing to the buyer, hence owner financing, right? So rather than the buyer obtaining a traditional mortgage like FHA or conventional mortgage from a bank or other financial institution, the seller is now going to be the bank, the mortgage company. This can be a good option for buyers who may not qualify for a traditional mortgage or want to avoid the cost and requirements of a traditional mortgage. And it's also good for seller that wants to get monthly stipend, monthly money, but do not want to consider being a landlord. So basically the owner is acting as the mortgage company. Like I said, this is not a lease with option to buy. No. This is completely different. If you want to find out about more with lease option to buy, so check the video. So when buying a house with owner financing, the buyer and the seller negotiate the terms of the financing arrangement. These includes the interest rates that the seller is going to charge, the length of the loan, and the payments schedule. The payment schedule, how you make your payment. In some cases, the seller may require a down payment, but if I represent, and when I represent seller with seller option, definitely require a down payment. So what are the pros of going this way? So the first one is access to financing for buyers who may not qualify for a traditional mortgage. For whatever reason, they may not qualify for traditional mortgage. Owner financing can provide access to financing a property and allow that buyer to purchase a property to become a homeowner. That's the first one. The second advantage, second pro, is less paperwork. Since there are fewer requirements and less paperwork involved with owner financing, the process is usually faster, can be faster once you start, and less expensive. The closing cost is going to be less than if you go traditional way, right? How much is the closing cost? Check out the video I did on closing costs. The third one is negotiable terms. The terms of the financing arrangement, the financing agreement, including the interest rate, the terms of the loan, the payments, can be negotiated because a buyer is talking to a seller. Two people are talking to each other. Can be negotiated between the buyer and the seller. When you are doing traditional mortgage, you cannot do that. Fourth is more flexibility. What are we talking about? When owner financing can provide more flexibility for both of them, for both the buyer and the seller, because you can negotiate, allowing both buyer and seller to customize the financing arrangement to their needs. When both parties win, it works out. So, but what are the cons? What are the cons? First one, higher interest rate. The interest rate on an owner financing, seller financing loan may be higher than the traditional mortgage. It can be, right? Which can increase the overall cost of the loan. It's possible that it can be. Second con is shorter loan terms. So owner financing, also called seller financing, may have a shorter loan terms than traditional mortgage. Your traditional mortgage, 15 years, 30 years, owner financing may not want to do 30-year mortgage. So when this happens, you can have a larger monthly payment because it's a shorter time frame to pay off the mortgage. That's a con, but it can also be a pro. Third one, the risk of default. So if the buyer defaults on the loan, the seller may be able to repossess the property, which can result in financial loss for the buyer because the money you put in, you're going to lose it. And also for the seller because it's going to take legal work to get a buyer out. The fourth one is legal issues. Owner financing arrangement can be complex and require the assistance of legal professionals to ensure that they are legal documents and fair to both parties. So if you're going to do owner financing, you may require the service of a lawyer. Overall, buying a house with owner financing can be a good option for buyers who may not qualify for traditional mortgage. So if you don't qualify for traditional mortgage, you want to look at this. And if you're a home seller, you have your house, you don't want to be a landlord, you want to do owner financing and get money every month and don't have to worry about landlord issue, this may be a good option as well. You get money every month, nobody's calling you at night to come and fix anything. So, however, it is very, very important to consider the pros and cons before you embark on this road and consult with a professional before entering into an owner financing arrangement, because once you sign that paper, you're on your own. So if you are interested in finding out about owner financing option available, where to find them, we have them in the area, where to find such deals, contact us, we'll take care of you. And if you're looking to buy, sell, invest in the traditional way, contact us, we'll take care of you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get updates once we upload a new video. Until next time, ciao.